Sorry about that. Put that somewhere around 40. The volume's right. We good? I'll do tell me in the chat if the sounds are all over the place. Manually controlling it. I'm just using levels on a secondary monitor, massive TV over there, where I'm just checking out my stream. This is a mic, of course. Everyone asks me about what is that thing above your head. It's a microphone. Yeah, we're still at this. As like last week, it was like surprising how many of these I've been doing. So it's a weekly stream, weekly Wednesday. I don't know. Let's call it that for now. I'll probably forget it next week. Where I'm going to live code to the world and try and get a side project done. We're working on Soulection Tracklists version number 4. I'm trying to get it out by New Year's, but then I have some like extra milestones. If I don't get it out by New Year's, I can get it out by episode 500, which is in maybe March or April time, 2021, or we can get it out for the 10-year birthday of Soulection, the radio show, which I make the site for, which is on the 24th of January, which isn't a bad sort of time. So there's a lot of little milestones I can hit up. Got a lot of features you want to put out. So I kind of want to get a version out for New Year's, and then of course right over. It's not done. It's just like a nice new version. So we got a lot of work to do. And I only try and keep these streams to about 2 hours because I like to kind of have a bit of a break. But yeah, there's plenty to do. I do some stuff off stream, and I try and like save some interesting bits for on stream, but I've completely forgotten what I was doing. But I do save a list of things. So let's bring up what we got right now. Sweet. If you've never come to the channel before, this is the current site. This is SelectionTracklists.com. We get about 10,000 visitors per month, 11,000 at our peak, and it's listing every single track which is played on Soulection Radio, which is performed on Apple Music One. The reason I built this site is because I wanted to scratch my own itch. That's the right one, where I could find where to download, buy, and support the artists and music which is played on this radio show. I like the music on here, so I wanted to kind of make it easier for me to get hold of that music, but also for sharing that with the world so that people can build their own playlists from the music played. Playlists in long form audio is very important for the artists and the content curators themselves to engage with the audience this way, and I find this website has been heavily well received, and I do it for that. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for I do get a few like t-shirts and stuff every so often, but they are sent out of a gesture of goodwill. It's just done for the love of this music and community, and if I wanted to just stop doing it, I'm not in no contract to continue. Just do it because I really enjoy doing it, and I want to do good service. So I'm working on a new design, which is Dorian contacted me out a year or two ago asking, hey, I would like to do a design. It's like, cool, I'm not really got the monies to do that. It's like, no, I'll do it for free. And he came up with this awesome design. So thank you very much for your hard work on that. It's so good. I've been using this as an inspiration point. I have reached out to him, like offering like some agreements and stuff, and I'm still kind of ironing out through those. But again, doing it for the love of the sound and the love of the community is such a great thing, and this whole thing is really blossomed out. So I'm trying to implement this onto the site using all of our data. We have over 20,000 tracks which are played. I think. What's our stats? 21,136 identified tracks. And this week I added on, I don't know, 2,000 odds more tracks because I found some old episodes with track lists and fixed them. So we managed to bring this list of track lists missing down. And that took me a fair few days to go and do that. So wow, that's a lot of tracks. A lot of them are probably typo duplicates, but we'll deal with that in a very, very distant future. I don't want to deal with that right now. What I want to deal with is getting our new version fixed. We have these whole sections, and the site is okay, but it's definitely not shippable just yet. And I have this to-do list here, which I've been working through. And let me just check it. Oh yeah. And I'm trying to find something which is cool to kind of show. And I think we'll work on this one. We'll start this one. So it showed the count of all tracks on the support page and the total amount of duration which would take you. So we're duplicating what this stats page is. So how long it would take you to listen if you used to listen to it continuously, how many hours there is, the count of episodes, and the count of tracks there are. We can do this. We can just go through our data and compile this. But I thought it would be interesting to show you guys how to create a brand new page in Nuxt.js, because we don't have this page just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Go over to pages. I'm going to create a new folder called donate. I think that's what I want to call this section is donate. It's either donate or support, but support is like kind of customer support, while donate is like the reason why I have this stat page is like showing how much work has gone in here, how many tracks I've identified, but also the statement here is like I've been doing this site since 2016. 2016, and it takes a fair few hours per week, and it costs money to host this site and the data about it, and that you guys, all your awesome supporters, since I set up the donations, I've donated nearly $1,000 to the project over the last 4 years, which is absolutely amazing. That means that the last 4 years of basically the community have paid to make sure that the site stays online. And I wanted to kind of encapsulate and like kind of support this and more stats. When you go into these stats, you get to see like the revenue over time from the different areas people are supporting to the site and the visitors. And if you got any ideas of additional stats you'd like to see about the site, do let me know. I will add them in. So we're going to go and create that donation page. And so you create a new folder, and then within that folder, create index.view. And then we're going to start off with HTML. Okay. Yeah, there we go. HTML.view. I have this script which helps me wraps things around. I think it's called Emmet or something like that. Makes things much easier. I can type in a few keys and it expands out. So we just created ourselves a simple block, and we'll put in here hello donate, just to prove that this page is working. And I'm going to actually I need to save this other file as well. I'm going to close it down. We'll refresh this page, and we've got this hello donate. Awesome. And we're going to also use TailwindCSS. TailwindCSS is a really awesome little framework which is for the CSS. I don't need to deal too much with actual hand-coded, crafted CSS. It does a great deal for me. I have no design for this page, so I'm going to kind of keep it in line with the rest of the design for the site, but like see where I can go on my own steam. So we're going to steal most of the design from another page to bring this index. This index is this page, which will take a little while to load because it's got all the data going on there. We got this boundary. You see here? We kind of got it centered like that. So I'm going to take that hero centering for a start. I want to kind of keep it within this container area. So yeah, we're going to start our class listing. Background. I could like copy paste this, but I think it's quite nice to code it out, because sometimes I may want to change it around. Items stretch. I think I'll keep that out for now. Items stretch. And this is complaining that it wants to break onto a new line, so I'm going to do that for it. Close that down as well. And inside of here, we're going to have another div. We'll manually wrap it around this. Just clean it up. Yeah, there we go. And this one's going to have the width going on. So the full width, make it as big as it can by default on mobile. When we're on tablet, we're going to go for a width which is 10 columns of 12 columns. If you ever use column design, you kind of got like a column here and multiple times it's like hidden columns, and there's 12 of these individual columns, which kind of makes us a good column design. And before we're going to add in the padding, which we've got on the other one. We're kind of copying this line here, and we want to instantiate it as like a flex as well, flex col. And the reason why we're doing flex col, it means that we're working as a column down. So anything which we put into it is going to kind of expand those two flexes in there. So we've only got this one piece in there. I think that's how it goes. Or we might do with the row where we've got two pieces side by side. But we know that we will probably want to be using that for a while as a. Actually, no. Let's bin it off. We'll deal with that when we come into it. And we got this complaining. What are you complaining about? Div already used. Quick fix. There's no quick fix. Oh, there it is. There's a typo. Fixed. So we will now have our hello donate in a very suspect space. That should be more central. Let's figure out why. So we're copying this. It's picked up the full, and it should pick up this. So we're going to open up the inspect and see what is going on. Ah, look. So it has picked up the width, but we've not told this flex box on the outside to center that. Items center, like that. So you can see now it's center. Each of those column items are central now. We're going to add in that. Sweet. Now let's like kind of. First of all, I want to fix this heading, like Soulection Tracklists v4. We need to fix that. Let's go ahead and do that. So we need to open up a JavaScript. And we're going to use a composition API because I'm actually really enjoying it. So we can probably, I think it's define component, and it automatically imports it for us. The joy of that. And now we can just go head, title, donate, support. I think we'll put ampersand in there. Donate and support. I think we can then do the setup. We'll just pop that there for whenever we'd start doing some calculations and stuff. Now our donate and support is up there. So donate and support Soulection Tracklists. Like it. So our next part. What have we got? Let's go on our stats. What should we do first? I think we should do this kind of line first. We'll kind of type that out. So let's just copy that and we'll bring it in. We can close this down now. There are currently 888 episodes playing, a total of identified. And is there actually a typo on the actual site? I am sure that it's underlining it because it's a typo. How do you do the typo thing on this? If that's the case, we can go fix the actual production site, even though it's not going to be around for long. Spell. Welcome. Want to become followers? No, thank you. Identified. I think it's just a particular one. How do I? Don't know whether that ban is happening on other services. There we go. Did a ban hammer, but I think on when it posts it over to other services, it might happen. So sorry about that, guys. Need to get better moderating software. Wow, my channel is getting absolutely spammed with this followers stuff. Let's fix that. Not having any of that on the channel. I'm gonna have to. Does anyone know how to quickly put on a stream moderator? Because that's highly distracting to everyone. Can I get into my channel? I'm on another screen over here. Let's see if we can fix that. Mute. Right, go to channel, create a dashboard. Community, maybe. Then, moderation. Auto mod. Not got. It's only got discrimination. It's not got spam on there, unfortunately. In the auto mod. I'll look for one. Hopefully that whole set of users has gone away, and hopefully Twitch should sort that out, because I think that's hit loads of our channels. Anyway, we can continue. Ignore this. Bam. Where were we? We were coding. So I think an easy one would be to count the episodes. Yeah. So in the composition API, and you probably would have done this if you was doing Nuxt. In the standard way, you'd have a default. And you'd have this async data. Consider everything which is happening in this async data as setup. It's just the up and coming new way, and I'm taking the risk that it's good to go. So we're going to do that, and so we can consider it like that. We of course wanting to get that data, so const episodes, which is going to equal the use async, because we want to get async data. Async this, and it'll happen like a second or so later. So this page may have a little delay. And as use async, we want into from the context const content, use context. We'll grab that too. We need to get this this use async there. Now we can just return the content dot, which is episodes, all of them, fetch. And that should be fine. Well, we've got the data, we can just return episodes. But we don't want to just return episodes as a whole because it doesn't really matter to us. There might be some other calculations we can do. So we need to fix that. What we're going to have to do is set up some reference points on our data to say, hey, reference, we're going to set your value to the count of episodes. And then later we have the count of episodes for K-Beach and count of episodes for Rents of M and Red Bull Studios. We might be able to do that with queries, but we might be a bit quicker doing it that way actually, instead of looping on the client side-ish. So yeah, I'm gonna go with all episodes here actually. And oh yeah, this is the, oh wait. And maybe let's just give it a try, and it's all episodes length in there. Let's jump over to here. Wait for it to load. And length of null. Oh yeah. If all episodes exists. Because of how there's a little delay as we're waiting to fetch that data. And I've not figured that out yet. Oops. That's a bit sus. Oh yeah. Our query is going a bit nuts because we have in that folder, let's show you why that has happened. So yeah, when we list everything in our content full episodes, we have loads of things in there, and I've forgotten how to do count. But what's happening is it's considering all these as individual episodes, and some of these are files to make it easier to understand the content for, like, which are beats ones and missing. So when we come over to our live site, we click on kbeach.org, and this episode's got kbeach URL, and it's only listing kbeach episodes up until episode 475, up until like they started on that. So it's limiting the search to that, and we'll keep those pages because we've got these bits of content in there, which is useful. So we want to omit those episodes. So fetch all episodes where episode is greater than 0. I think that's how we can do it. Let's have a look. See, this should now lower its number or fail. We're doing better. The reason why it's slightly higher than what we've currently got on site, higher by a few episodes, is because there's 1 or 2 episodes which are year takeovers, and they are episodes, but they're special episodes, and I do want to include those in there. They're like episodes where it's like number 0.5. Let's go and find one actually. All day 2020. This one. All day 2020, and if we load up this actual file in here, It's 437.5 episode. I think it might work. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. On our site though, on our working site, let's have a look. See. Nah. All day 2020. Does that work? Yes. All day 2020. It does look like it's working. Yeah. And we have all day 2019 too. So they are working. And we'll have all day 2021 coming soon. Let's close that. This is a subtle hack for now. I don't know how to get around that. But it's something which I've had to do in a few other places until I know, like, the page is waiting for this to sync, but it's loaded the page, and then that data comes. Thanks, thanks for pointing that out. Cheers, man. Alex Litcher, welcome past. How you doing on this Wednesday? Yeah, it's a little hack at the moment, as we're waiting for all episodes to go from null to something. When we try and call length on null, we get a bug, we get a break. So we're waiting for that because it's in this sync. And we're going to do the same for this all identified tracks, I guess, next. Yeah, let's go and do that. So const all tracks equals use sync. Sync. And I've had to play around with this query a couple times. And it's a funny one. It's a spicy little query. So we have to go into artists. Because how my data is structured, I'm going to use this smaller content subset. You have artists, and each artist has a index file with it, and each folder has tracks. So we have artist name, tracks, track name. So in order to get all tracks, I need to go into all artists, where path contains tracks, and I'm going to pop that in there. Now we have all that, and then we need to do a dot fetch, which will query that. And I think it's blowing up on my other screen, saying that we've not included all tracks. So let's go ahead and do that. Oop. So it's not broken. That's a good start. Now I'm going to do the same little hack until we figure out how to kind of put a whole page into a waiting state while we go and get that data. And so we've got this v if all tracks, and we'll want to kind of put this through a filter as well, all tracks length. We'll deal with that in a minute, because I want to get the nicety of the 21,000. Bruh, what? I have forgotten. Actually, I have sound bar, but I've forgotten what it was. I'm too scared to press. Is it this one?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Why is it doing that? Okay, let's give it another try. I'm good. instead of like trying to hack this out, I've already done it on another section, so we're gonna go to the page where we listed all the tracks. Oh, I got this use context. Compositions, tracks, index. There it is. Oh, here we go. It was just doing the index pages. We needed to say, hey, go inside of those folders as well, and then get us the good stuff. So, artists, we're going to go deep on those artists. And close this down as well. Woohoo! I have a soundboard for that, and again, I'm too afraid of what button it is. This one? Yay! Right, I need to label these keys. they're fun. Hopefully that just did not deafen you as well. Right. That's one calculation. We got it there. Now we want to go through and unique. Oh, this is the unique ones. Ah, okay. Right. Yeah. So, well, close them to the unique ones. So the live site doesn't have a new set. So let's correct this. Grab this. Plonk this here. Because when we go into all the artists, these are all the unique ones, but we know on each episode there's a number of tracks which have been played, which we need to do a calculation about. So we're going to put something in here. All tracks count. And this means that we have to go over each episode and count how many times the track's been played. I didn't want to do this, but I guess we gotta. So let's do it here. Const. All episodes. I think that'll work. All episodes. Let's do that. There we go. And in here we want to go through all episodes for each episode. For each episode. For each episode has something called sessions. And this is a array. So for each, got a session here. Each one of those sessions, we have a set of tracks, which is, we can just simply go session.tracks.length. So const, I will do it as a let. Total play count equals 0. We'll do total play count equals plus, or is it plus equals? I think that's right. And because we're defining it later, we've got to do const total play count, which is every single time a track's been played. It's going to be a reference, and it's going to be a number of 0. To import the reference. It's like using data on previous version of Vue.js. Once you've done that calculation, we're going to do total play count. Oh, we've duplicated our count reference. We'll just change this to counter. We need to say the value of that is that. And this complaint about syntax. Now, fingers crossed everyone, we're going to post that into our page and see what happens.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
This is probably going to be a very common theme. Oh, this is where my bug is. Let's do it there. Let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah, cool. It did the thing. Yes. That was an emotion of 3 different things going on there, because each time a part of that page came into play, it displayed. So our page was displayed, and then all the rest came in. Hydrated itself. We'll deal with that. I do kind of want maybe hold the page and then display it. But I kind of do like the idea of like, here you go, here's something, and just hang on a second, we're just kind of doing some calculations. But that shouldn't really happen on the client side. It'll happen server side before the page is loaded. And we cache and render that. But as in development, there is a subtle delay. Right. That's one part. There used to be filters, and I don't know whether they are still a thing. View, Earth3, Composition API, filters. Don't know whether whether they're still a thing or not. Because you could have done this, so you pipe things in. And no, it's not a thing. It's not a thing on View 3. It's used compositions. So cool. It's fine. Well, compositions computed. Where was I going with compositions? And I kind of guess I could just pop it up here. Const formatted total play count equals computed. And here's a function, and we're going to go, excuse me, up there. We can use the, can we? Nodes. We're thinking we're in the node space, and we might need to use the Intel number format. I don't know whether it's available in Node. Let's have a look right down the bottom. Oh, it is. Sweet. When we return new Intel number format and EN US, I kind of guess. We just want to format a number so it just looks like this. And because this site is mostly served by US citizens, we'll just use this format. So don't even need to pass in anything. I'll keep it as that because I might pick up the localization later. It'll give me a reminder. Format the total play count. We grab that, pass that back through our view, format a play count. Let's go. Not a number. Still not a number. How about you like it like this? Yes, it did the thing. I want to do the same for the unique track length. So const total tracks equals ref equals 0, maybe. And this is probably going to need some refactoring for in the future. Formatted track count equals completed. And return new Intel. Nope, try that again. Number format, EN/US, format, total tracks dot length. I'm going to set that as a total tracks count. singular total track count. And once we've done all this, const all tracks, return all tracks, just in case we wanted to use it. But what we care about within this function is setting the total track count value to the all tracks length. Means that we don't have to do this length work up here. We can drop out some of these if statements. Nice. Let's grab that, pass it through to our view, and we'll pass it in here. Let's drop out. We'll give it a try for a start. And we don't need this span in here either. Being ambitious now. Fingers crossed, guys. Starts off with 0, and we've got the track count there. Just a second or so afterwards. Nice. And I would do the same for the episode count, but it'll take us another 10 years, I think, to get to episode 1000. Not impossible, but I probably would have redesigned the site within the next 10 years, or when I do see that as a bug, fixing it. So I'm not going to worry about that computation. But it does make things a bit easier. Post your votes in the chat. Shall we put this through a computation to calculate the length? Let's jump on back to our page here. We want to make them bold. Fine, cool. Let's do that. Strong. Yeah. We'll do the same here. Can I? Nope. Usually there's a way in how you can just like wrap it, but I've forgotten that key binding on VS Code. Do that, and we'll put this as a strong as well. So we've got the same design. It's over here. I don't mind the popping it in and out. We'll fix that at another time, maybe put in a loader. Or it usually will not be a problem once we generated the pages as static HTML. Stats. We also can do this continuously. This it would take how long in hours, minutes, seconds to do the calculation for however long. The funny thing is, on our actual website, I have a little tiny bit of code which does that, because this is in static numbers. Let's find it. Continuously, it's the end of this line. Just like, well, there it is. How many seconds it's been online. And I do that calculation to using JavaScript on the page because it was easier to do that in Page than it was in Go at the time. I'm going to, first of all, grab this, wrap it around a div. I might even extract this one line into its own component, maybe. But I know that we'll deal with that. Actually, let's stop some of this divitis and make them as paragraphs. Because that's what they are on the site. And I'm going to placeholder that. Ooh, strong. Like that. And this isn't too difficult because in our all episodes, we'll get another reference, const total listening time equals ref 0. This is going to be in seconds. And for each episode, we'll have a let's have a look. See, view composition. I'm looking in my mind. Mine's running ahead. Is with the composition API reference, you might be able to increment it easier, so I don't have to do this like calculation in memory, increment it, and then reset the value. I probably can move this value into this space and save myself the effort. Increment. Don't know whether it's about the reactive count. Maybe I changed to reactive from rel. This is something which I keep falling over, is what's the difference between ref and reactive? And we need to understand. The difference between ref and reactive is somewhat compared to how you would write standard JavaScript logic. The reactive is nearly identical with two styles, so I need to create an object. Ref is largely transition style verbose variants of refs in order to make them primitive values reactive. So what I'm seeing is reactive is for objects, while reference is for singular values. That's kind of what I understood. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have a different view, but those lines there, the difference, this line was a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna use it in a way which I think makes sense in my head anyway. So yeah, we can do this counter thing again, but I kind of want to give a different style try. Use value and plus the equals of the episode duration. You also need to if episode duration and episode duration is a number. Not. Did we get into JavaScript I already have that open, don't I? Goodness. Number is finite, is integer. Yeah. That's what I wanted to check. Number is integer. I'm going to do a check that the value in our content is correct, so we can do a increment on it. Let's try epi. It would help if I spell episode correct. Hey Bob RTX, welcome back to the stream. It's good seeing you popping in on a weekly basis. I'm becoming a regular now. We could like give you a high five or something like that. There you go, there's a high five. It's going good, man. Well, mostly. Had some weird, well, I don't know. I'm under NDA, so I can't really talk about what I do on my day-to-day and on things, but yeah, I've been looking forward to this stream today. Some of my closest friends know what's the change, what's the dealio today. Well, let's crack on and do the code. How's your little project going on? Well, sorry, that sounded a bit patronizing. How's your project coming along with? You guys working on a Vue a VS Code theme. Be interesting to see how that's coming along. Hopefully, you have some screenshots. It's good seeing it come in. We are doing some calculations in. We're copying this page, our live page, and we're bringing it over to our version 4. So this way you can potentially learn some interesting things. But we are using the view composition API, which is still a request for confirmation, request for proposals. But I have a feeling that it's the future, and it kind of brings us close to like React hooks, like. So we're getting there with Vue and React. So what we're doing is we're calculating in seconds how long episodes have been online on air for, how many seconds the show has been broadcasting, and converting it into time. This is hard coded for now, but we're going to see in a second whether our calculation here from each episode duration, making sure that we have a duration, each one of those is actually a number, it's an integer, and then we're going to get the value and add it onto our previous value in the reference set here. Starts off with 0, and then we want to pass this through. Total listening time. Let's see. Boop, boop. Total listening time. Boop, boop. Close. And save. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's see. We should have 38,000 seconds odd. No. Let's try that again. I can't read numbers when you don't have the split in it. Is that 3,865,751? Let's try. So that's our first part. I'm going to go into our old project because I have some JavaScript which I can bring over. It'll be whoop, all in the assets JavaScript app. Nope, not in there. How about nope, didn't do anything there. Or did I? Oh, no, I did. I did on that page something to make it work. Themes, selection, layouts. Oh, pages, open. Ah, we're getting there. We use a chart bundle. It's been ages since I've opened up this particular page. Nope. Oh. Nope. I'm looking for where we convert our total listeners. Oh, it's not on the right page. Get it right, Kyle. We need to go to stats page. Oh, this is the page. So you think Nuxt.js might be scary? This is the scary thing where what we were doing on what we're doing here, where we're iterating over all episodes. I'm going to show it on the current live site where we're doing that. So where are we at? It's episodes. So we got all the episodes there, and in a range, this is using Go. So it's going over each episode, and if we have a duration, we add. We set the airtime from the previous airtime, adding the new airtime. So we're adding these two numbers together. So this is what that block is doing. Add this and that together, and then set it as value. When we use it here. So I'm looking for where I've written some code which does this data airtime. There it is. Grab this selector, parse the int, convert to humanized, and we brought in this humanized duration. There we go. So I need to bring over that humanized duration library. Oh, you've written some. How's it going? Trying to add on, learn Adonis.js. Let's have a look. See. All boils down to confidence. Oh, so this is for back-end stuff. This looks pretty tasty. Seamless authentication. You got SQL integration and migrations and C. So you got a database there. Supports internationalization and testing built in. So it's a framework. This is like this looks pretty good. I've never come across this before. Thanks for sharing it. Routing, controllers. Define the controllers there. Nice. And I guess the routers pick it up automatically. This is really tasty because I literally last week with a short-term client, I writ in Express JS a framework a lot along the lines of this, but just a very stripped down version. So this looks pretty tasty. I like this. I like this a lot. Was that kid's a bit too loud? Wow, he is. Works on what's he? What is robots.txt? Robots.txt. Oh, do you mean on here? Yes. On my previous site. So when I'm in production mode, when I've got a site in production mode, I want to allow the site to be crawled by Google and everywhere else. While it's not in production mode, say I've got it on a staging environment or in my dev deployed to the internet, I don't want Google and Yahoo and search engines to search. So if you go to any website, let's go to our site for a start, robots.txt. It doesn't exist. It should exist. Well, that was a very poor example. Robots.txt. Maybe I just did a typo. No, I didn't do a typo. I'd generally broken it. So for it looks like this. It says what search engines can, if they follow what robots.txt is, where they are allowed to go and search and where you don't want them to go and search. So Google says, don't even bother looking at our books. But do bother looking at our books related and books about. Don't bother looking at our ebooks, but do bother look at these. So it's just commands for search engines. Sometimes there's humans.txt as well. Google is built by a large team of engineers, researchers, robots, and many different across the globe. It's updated continuously, built with tools and technologies you can shake a stick at. If you'd like to help us out, join careers@google.com. Another good one is GitHub. Sometimes I think GitHub. Humans.txt. It used to list every employee who worked on it, or it might have been a different site. I know, manageperformance.com. I think this is an old site I did, and so thought I was on there. Static. Let's try that. Nah. I thought I left some Easter eggs on some old client sites. This is a site which I did for client product, a cleaning application, built in Vue, like 4 or 5 years ago now. and it doesn't work. It's not. Well, they've got the old version. I think it links over to the old version. Yeah, it does. But yeah, those text files are real cool commands for the internet. still so loud. I was asked last week if I'd bring on a soundboard, so I thought I'd bring on a few different sounds. But it was funny. XAMPP. Do you mean XAMPP? Software, free open source software for building web server stack solutions. I remember seeing this ages ago. Is this still a thing? Initial release 18 years ago. So this is like Apache, MySQL, and PHP. I thought MAMP is another one. Yeah, I think for like this is the same. MySQL. Oh, this is for WordPress, mostly development. If you're on, I guess you're on Windows, you can install the database directly and connect to it. It should be fine. Alternative, you got Heroku, which you can get a free database from. They have you can get a free dev database there. Super easy. Or if you're on Mac, you can use Homebrew. Brew.sh. And you simply download things by doing brew install Postgres, for example. And for local database, I've been using for my I was working on a client thing this week. This is Postico, and it allows you to connect to Postgres databases. So you can like see structures and stuff for dummy data, which is interesting to say the least. Allows you access to your database without having to know how to do it through command line. Very, very good. And PHP MyAdmin or PG admin is the same for Postgres. Yeah, good. We digressed a lot there. We were going to install, not in this project, go over to this project. Got to open up our terminal. I'm going to go npm installs save humanized duration. Don't mind PHP admin. Oh yeah. I used to write PHP like 2 decades ago. Nowadays it's mostly JavaScript because it's really easy. You can npm install most things. And Ruby on Rails, I still use that from time to time. A lot of clients use that. It's a great framework. But that one you just showed me, where is it gone? This one? Adonis? This looks tasty. This looks very tasty. I will add it into something to save me. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll put it into my to-do notes and I'll look at that later. Thank you very much for that. Oh yeah, we were translating this number to something human readable. We just imported a human readable, so I should be able to. Completely lost the page which one. Was it single? Yes. Human duration. import humanized duration from humanized duration. I assume it's like that. And it's here. I can do it outside maybe. Oh, yeah, I can just do a const formatted duration equals computed, because we need to kind of compute it each time it changes. I'm going to return humanized duration, which will be the total listening time. Then we can pop that through and do that. What we've got. Add comments and it's readable. It's like Vue. Is Vue like HTML and JS at the same time? Yeah, Vue.js is this. So Vue.js is a JavaScript framework. It gives you this two-way binding. So later on, I think in a week or so time, what are we on? Next week maybe. I intend to. I don't know. Actually, I might do a stream next week. Check my schedule and Twitter for that. It might be a remote stream. But I'm looking to do a form which allows people to submit changes to the site. I used to have it on the site. So, say for example, someone says this track Nuxt. That I found a piece of data for this. I want to submit to you, Kyle, a change request. I want to create a form for that and add that in. And it was a feature, but I took it out because I was getting loads of things. Loads of requests, and I couldn't manage them. And I found a new process to manage that now. So we'll deal with two-way binding in forms. So it'll be like inputs.v model, and then name or email, and then we can start grabbing bits of data, and it'll be available to our context down in here. And I kind of guess const email equals ref be a blank string in this style. But on a previous Vue.js version 2, you'd have things like this: data email equals blank string. And that binds to that. And whenever a user types in to the email box like that, it'll populate it automatically for you. And then you can start processing it in JavaScript land by using Ajax, exit jar requests, WebSockets, all that fun. Yeah. Oh, thanks. SelectionTracklists.com is the site which we're working on. And the version 4 of the site is... yeah, pretty much. You go through it and you can get your Spotify links or SoundClouds if they exist, Tidal, Deezer, AudioMac, Apple Music. It's also actually quite well done, this. So you can listen to the music on or individually, or if the show really interests you, you can go and listen to it on Apple Music or SoundCloud. This is not a function. Okay, maybe it's like this then. I should have read the documentation for this human npm. Let's have a look, see. It was last updated 9 days ago. That's good. And its default is that. So this should have worked on this time. Cool. Not so cool. So almost 0 seconds does not mean that was there. This has confused me a bit because it should have updated itself, but it's not. For some weird reason. Console log, let's see. Total listening time, what do you see when you're in there? And then when you're going over each episode, this should like really spam ad. Spam my console like crazy. Clear that. Do it. What I was expecting to see is this happening twice, but it's not. Grr. View composition API rel computed. Might be, let's have a look, see on this one. Oh, it's ref, sorry. Yeah, ref. Pass reference or pass by value. That didn't make much sense. See, I'm learning this at the same time you guys are learning this. Oh, what? Yeah, I do. That was pretty cool. You should be like your XAMPP and MAMP and stuff like that should get you set up very quickly. There's like a desktop application which you can download, and boom, you got yourself MySQL, Apache, all ready to go locally. Heroku is equally a good point. That's a close. Reacting with changes and what? Oh, that might be it. Ah, come on. Yeah. So we bring in watch, and how did it do it? We bring in that now. So we have this const formatted duration, which is we'll set it as a ref, which is an empty string for now. And we'll set a watch to watch the total listening time, and this will be the value it is now. We should be able to run formatted. This is messy. Formatted duration bypassing that. Didn't want to use a watch. I don't really trust them that much. But let's give that a try. No! It didn't. It did a thing. Okay, it worked. Let's get rid of some of the... Do it like this. Ask it to do it the first time. And... the seconds, we need to times it by into milliseconds. Yeah, that's far too little. Let's add on time. Here's our watch. That should do it. Going over. Waits for the data to load. 1 month, 2 weeks, 7 hours, 19 minutes, 11 seconds to listen to every Soulection radio show continuously. There currently, I probably should rewrite that. See you in a minute. We're getting there. What, we're one hour into the session and we've got 2 lines of this calculation going on. Yay. This is an interesting one. Soulection radio takeovers, and we have a page which you want to direct to. Each one of these are takeover episodes, so I want to list these individually. We could do the calculation as we get in each episode, and we're going over each episode anyway, so it wouldn't be too much of a cost to add on those. Seems we're doing this loop, so let's do that. Const total take over count equals ref. Yeah. This is definitely messy, and I'll probably stare at this tomorrow and be like, oh, there's obviously an area of fixing, but yeah, I'm using this composition and it would be different. And my mind's going like nuts, going like, this doesn't feel like it's Vue.js anymore. But it is. It's just I'm going against the grain by keeping it all in one component, and ideally I should be separating this out into smaller components. And that's where like we're going over ourselves. I know it should, but I want to kind of get some of it looking good, and then I can split them out. Episodes count. So do if episode take over, and that'll be set as a true or false boolean basically. We do count of this value plus equals 1, or just plus plus. Episode, yeah, that's right. Cool, tune. So we've got a count. And let's put up a new panel. Ah, come on. Clicky click. Grab this, pop that. Nuxt link. Nuxt link. I'm going to go to... where are we going to go to? Go to episodes takeovers. I think takeovers plural. Yeah, it is plural. And we're going to do a v if... oh no, we don't need to do the VF because we've done the counting, haven't we? This will contain our total takeover count. Boop. And it formatted it for us, but I want to format it a little bit better. I think like that. Okay. And we should have a number here. Not defined. Oh yeah, we're not declared it, so we need to pop down here. Total takeover count. Each one we need to feed it into our page. Zero, 22 guest takeovers. Nice. What's next? Sadly, there are still these episodes which are missing track lists. Let's do that. Oop. And again, we're going to const total missing track list shows equals ref 0. We're going to start off with that. And this one's a semi-easy one, I guess. If episode sessions, well, if we have a sessions, or if we don't have sessions, or episode sessions, we have it, but the length is 0. If we have no sessions, we have no tracks. It means that we have no track played. And then we can just pop that in there. Total missing track list shows. And I can just pop that there. I'm going to change that emoji. Can I? Yes, sad. Oh, it's the same emoji. I thought it was a different emoji. Sadly, there was 0. Wait for it. 32. Awesome. Awesome. And what's next? What's next on the list? Ooh, the broadcasters. We know that we have 4 different broadcasters. And those are hard coded. Which are fine for now, because we'll definitely know there's a different broadcaster. So I'm going to copy this. And of course this isn't the final, but I just kind of want to get what we had before brought over to our current site. And the calculations in place, of course. Soulection Radio has a privilege of broadcasting on KBeach. So, again, const total KBeach episodes shows. Do that, and we do const total. What other ones were there? I think it was, I forgot off the top of my head. Rinse FM shows equals ref 0, and const total red bull shows ref 0. And you know what? We're going to use a reactive because this is getting messy. We'll use an object like this. Broadcasters accounts. Broadcast accounts. We got KBeach, which starts off with 0. We have Rinse FM, again starts off 0. Red Bull Studios, again 0, and Apple Music 0. Just bringing that reactive there. Now we should be able to go over all episodes, each episode, and we'll know. I can quickly check station, I called it broadcaster station. So could do a mapping. I know that's KBeach, Let's jump. One is going to be Beats 1, which is the old version. And I might want to map it from Beats 1 to Apple Music. Instead of coding each one up. We'll see. I'll do it hard coded for now. So count Apple Music plus. Oh, and we know that this is going to be episode station dot each one. That's one. And we'll do the K Beach. Or else if. I don't know. I'll find an elegant way in of that a second, because I'm basically duplicating this rinse FM. And last one, what was it? There's Red Bull Studios. I forget. Let's jump over to Red Bull Studios. What episode it is? 214. Let's jump over to 214. Oop. And where's our station? I just called it Red Bull. Station Red Bull Studios, or so yeah, if it's Red Bull, then do that. Save. And we want to bring that const out. Oh. Whole ton of node modules corrupt down, gotta do it all again. You should be able to RF node modules. Or npm install pristine. I think that's right. Let's have a look. See. npm pristine. Nope, not pristine. Not the package. npm install. I think it is that. No. Install force. Oh, here's the options. Save production. App no save try run. Pristine. Pristine's on a different. Pristine's bundler. There's a different for Ruby gems, and whenever it messes itself up, you bundle Pristine, and it fixes things because some of the C bindings are broken. So we've got our broadcast counts. We want to make it visible here. So broadcast. Episodes on K Beach and broadcast counts on Rinse FM, counts on Red Bull Studios, and broadcast accounts on Apple Music. Has that worked, or have we broken things? No. It didn't do the thing. that from the example should be working. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Yeah. No. There was another example. There it is. Totally should be working. So the yeah. Can you see my bug yet? Yeah. So station doesn't continue to be an object. We've introduced a bug, and I'm going to quickly fix them all like this by going equals string of that, and it's meant to be a double equals. I think. Why is that signs it? So if station episode equals this, then do that. And I know there's a lot of duplication there. We'll fix that in a minute. We can use a switch case for that. But equally, I don't like using those either. So I think I'll keep with that for now. Now, yes, mostly yes, mostly. Do you see what's gone wrong? I say mostly because we have more than 0 episodes on Rinse FM. Red Bull. What we were on Rinse FM earlier. Let's have a look. See what numbers were Rinse FM. That's how it went. To episode 199. 19999. Ha! Rinse. So, let's have Rinse FM, but we're going to go with Rinse because those are old episodes. And the reason why I've got this if or is I might change the data structure moving forward, but some of these older episodes, they're pretty much set now. They're not changing. We know those values. Wait for it. Boom! Yes! Can we get the yay? Yay! That woke you up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like thumbs up or thumbs down if I should keep the the random audios. Okay, so we have a few more minutes left. Let's see what else we can do. We have this where there was a transition point of when is it just far too loud? I don't know the values. Like my microphone's peaking at like minus 10 dB, and the music's minus 30 when I step away. But then when I play the audio ones, I'm not configured them in yet. So they're nuts. I've not tried this one yet.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come. That's when I'm really at a really wrong point. I wanted to use that one.
Like when the code has gone completely wrong, I will use button number 5. You can't delete corrupt modules. You should be able to like force remove them. I kind of guess you're using Putio or something like that. I don't know. You should be able to delete the nodes modules folder and then npm install and boop, there you go. I don't know. I don't know what system you're using for that. If it's Windows, I'm not too sure if there's anything different on that. We wanted to cover over our episodes on SoundCloud and Apple Music. Oh, so yeah, we got on Apple Music. You can find number of episodes on SoundCloud and number of episodes on Mixcloud. I want to put in number episodes on Apple Music, number of episodes on SoundCloud, and number of episodes on Mixcloud. We'll do the same reactive as we did before. Const platform counts. I think so. Reactive. And we're going for Mixcloud. SoundCloud and Apple Music. We'll start off with zeros in there. How did we get these figures, you ask? Well, we pretty much copy what we've got going on here, mostly. So if episode has own property of, well, beats 1, or we copy this across. This could be either Apple Music or Beats 1. If it has that property, because we say we have it here, SoundCloud is this link, or on a newer episode we have both SoundCloud and Beats 1. On an older episode we would have Mixcloud. So we know if we have that property in place, then we can do the platform counts. So do the platform counts. Try that again. Platform counts, Apple Music. We'll plus that. Do the same for SoundCloud. We got 1. And we'll do the same for Mixcloud. What are you complaining about? Does not have up. Okay, let's see if it likes it, if it just thinks it exists. Which is equally like, if there's a value there, then use it. But I don't want it to calculate wrong values. I'll check over that again in the near future, but let's get it in. Let's go for it. Let's go. So, platform counts, Apple Music. Platform counts on SoundCloud, and I've got a typo. SoundCloud lowercase, SoundCloud uppercase. How do these? I keep getting this right. It's the uppercase C. Yep. Let's fix that there, and we got to fix it here. And I think it's lowercase on Yeah, it's lowercase in our data. That's going to catch me out. That uppercase C is going to catch me out big time. But hopefully it's not too big of an issue. Platform counts, again, Mix. Mixcloud, I know it's a lowercase c. I don't really worry too much about it. So we got the count of episodes on Mixcloud, we got the count on SoundCloud and Apple Music. Win! Nice. We're done. Well, it looks terrible. I know, it looks really terrible. But we've done the hard part of doing those calculations. We've got this page functional in its state of what it was before, mostly, except from this. Do I? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's add in this. Let's go for it. Yeah, Bob, with your code, you should be able to just save your domain code. You shouldn't have to save your node modules with your project, because you can always reinstall those from npm. Because usually node modules will be slightly different depending on which system you're on, and they're heavy. So you shouldn't really need to save that into your repositories or into your file transfers. You should just save your specific. So you see on my project here, node modules I will have in my git ignore. I want it to ignore that directory, node module. So it will not upload that directory to npm. I don't need to, because they're already available elsewhere. And whenever I run the code on the CI, we've got to check out from GitHub. We've got to install Node. We set up some caches, and then we run npm install, which is going to happen on. Oh, that's same. It's going to populate that directory with the correct files it knows for the operating system. In this case, Ubuntu, or Windows or Mac, which is very useful in that case. And we want to so on my current site, got that as bold, so let's make that strong. Oops. Strong. And this calculation, this is done elsewhere. We have this in a file. So how shall I do this? Let's give this reactive another try. Const donations equals reactive. Try again. Reactive. So we have a total, which will start off with 0, and we have a formatted, which we want to do a computed. And each time this donations change, we want to return new until number format en US dollars format donations total. And I think we need to pass in to this number format currency. And let's have a look over here. Currency. Yes, style currency. I'm going to steal this. I think down here, currency sign. Okay. And pass that in. I'm going to go for United States dollar. So when we up this total, it should recalculate this formatted version of it. Let's declare our donations and add in our donations here. Donations formatted. It should appear as $0 right now. Let's have a look. Brill. Cool. Start with $0. Now, where are we going to get this data from? This data of where I store the calculations in, we have content full with this opened up markdown. And here we have a visitors. Let's switch it to YAML. Can close it. These are all the visitors per month. And then each one of these, we have Coffee, Patreon, and Amazon, and Apple. These values per month are dollars. Well, cents. Each cent. So $7.74 last month on coffee. Well, when people donating for coffee. So I should be able to open up this file and go through them except from visitors, because we don't want to calculate our visitors. We wouldn't have got $113. No, we want to exclude that. So let's give that a try. Somewhere in here we need to, in this mess of a file, which we would look to move this file into Computed. We won't do that today. Got things to do in a bit. But we would extract some of the logic out because it looks messy already. Const. Oh, we'll just use async because I don't care about returning that. That's early for. We have async. We'll start doing some processing in here. What we're going to do, we're going to await content. We're looking for open. It's not a directory, it's going to be a root. So like that, I guess. We've got this one file, fetch. And this should be a singular file. So const doc. We've got a document. For now, let's see what open doc contains. Does it load for a start? I think. Yes, it does. We got this, and now we can go through our data sets. So, open doc data sets for each, and we've got our key and we've got our values because it's a key value pair. I think we might need to object entries like this. Yeah, that's the right way. And now we have our donations. Move this up a little bit so it's a bit easier to see. Donations, yep, like that. Total. Now total will be plus equals the value of cents we have. But we also want to do if key not equals visitors. I want to exclude the visitors section of that. Go for each one of those keys, grab the totals. So now, not a number. Brilliant. I probably got this the wrong way around, so let's have a little look-see. Let's go into console log and key value and see what we've got going on here. Oh yeah, I see. We've got our Amazon, but we need to go again. So, values for each one of those. each of those values. That might do it. That did not do it. Let's have a look. See, I'm gonna go to do a very simple example. Amazon. What's happening? We have a 2018. This is our data. Let's fix that. And we want to object values data. What does that bring? Each one of that, and then for each so key and value. Undefined. Interesting. Oh right, yeah. I understand now. So we have a dates row. And we need to do entries here because we have our key, which is that, and dates. And then dates for each of them. Now we have our date and cents. Skip that. This, bring the donations in. Cents like that. And I think it's complaining because it wants this formatting. Like that. This should work. I'm feeling confident about this one. Feeling confident about this change. Date. We got it? Have we got it? Nope. Dates for each is not a function. I'm sure it should give us something. Give me something. Oh yeah, right. So we have to do object. We don't care about the key, so values of that. Let's just get all the values. And each one of these will be cents. It should be like that. So we want to go over each one of these key pairings and just get the values and sum them together. And now we have the wrong sum. Console log. It's definitely added in the total count of visitors, because we definitely not received $89,000. If key does not equal visitors, then do the thing. Am I going nuts here? If key does not equal visitors, and we got visitors going on here, then don't go in here. Don't add it on. Okay, I'm gonna have to print out each of the cents values. Oh, right. This is 800 and it's counting the cents and it's gone into nice size. So, yeah, this has done its thing. Done it perfectly in cents. But our formatting hasn't been too right. So, on number format, it wants a decimal in there. So we can do that up here. We'll do it here. And just to be certain, we want 100 cents to be $1. So we want a decimal place. So times by 1. Divide 1. Oh, how? Oh, I've forgotten. And this is going to make me look just terrible. I want to move that decimal place. Oh yeah, that's right. So if we had to 101, we want to divide it by 100. So divide 100, and this should move that decimal places to 2 spaces across. Do it. Yes! Oh. Yay! Cool. We managed to get everything of this page except from our support links in place, because I'll deal with those. I want to maybe make them like buttons like this. Into play. All those calculations. A lot of calculations. Oh, so many calculations. But I'm happy. I'm happy I've kind of got this page in. Let's go ahead and commit it. V4. Pages.donate. Let's pop that in. What did I do? I was doing some other stuff earlier this week and playing around with. Oh yeah, we want to pop in that. That's to do with our page. Yeah, I was doing with the pagination earlier this week, but I'm not going to commit that just yet. And a little sneaky. I think I was doing well with the. If this loads and doesn't break. Yay! Pagination. Look at that. It's coming along. It's coming along, but I've got some weird calculations I needing to do in it, and even like in real time, I struggle at it. So I have to come back at it a few times, because when we're mid-section, it breaks my mind of I want to show with the next potential page and the previous one, but I also want to make sure that we're coming to the end. We want to put in the correct ellipsis or not. And it's that where I'm just like, there's a lot of different things, and I didn't want to kind of embarrass myself on stream like that. But yeah, this is working nicely from our last stream. We got going through pages of tracks, all tasty, all zippy, and we have to do exactly the same, barring slightly different for our track lists. Like this, we have 25 tracks, but the reason why we can't do like what we've done here, where we do, you see the URL, tracks number 2. If we were to do episodes number 2, we go to absolute episode. So I want to do it where it's page number 2, and it shows those pages, so we don't have those clashing. That should work nicely, because that is how we do it on our current website. We go to episodes, scrolling down, I think it's 50. It's page number 2. We're retaining our old URL structure. But for now, we are going to commit the code which we did today, which is adding on donation page. Donation page. We're going to commit that. And bang on time. Oh, wait, yeah. It's one last thing. We want to go to our to-do. And well, this is done. Yay! Within 2 hours, we managed to do a thing. Shows told. Yes, we did that as well. Yes, we did all the thing. It's not designed. Let's add on that. Fix design of donate page. Stats page. It's a future task. See, there's plenty for us to do. Things I gotta hook on this week. We are so close. But even after we've got all this list done, I think we'll have what is it? We had on track page community. Well, we're on the track page. We want to have community submissions. Let's try that again. Community submissions. The feature which I was talking about, which is a form. You got that. Community track. Oh, and we'd also have to like do a backend rename alias track tool. And now I need to do that. So that last one there was, say if you're on an episode and go like, hey, this Love of My Life is actually the wrong track name and we want to completely rename this particular track. I have this URL to contend with. If I change that URL, the search engines will point to the old one, we'll get 404 angry customers. Or if I change that URL and other episodes are linking to the old one, angry customers, not angry visitors. So I need to make sure that when we make a change that we leave a crumb saying, hey, this page has changed to over here. You need to go to this new page, a 301 redirect. And I've been putting this off for years, absolute years of doing the URL renames. But it's something which we will have to approach. Because when we do approach it, we'll be able to do things like fix... we'll be able to fix duplication. There's a lot of broken duplication. Let me just quickly show you right now. Artists. If I just scroll to mostly any point, I think I know. We got this Bernie Siegel. That's a duplication error there. So I need to fix all the track in there and tracks in there, so I assume that they are the same. We have that's mostly okay because there's different collaborations there. There's some here you go. There's an obvious typo, and that work remix needs to move into here, and we need to leave it a reference. So yeah, there's certain things which need to happen. Oh, it just reminds me. Track page handle aliasing support. Yeah, there's a lot of content fixes there. Clean things up, and we'll go from what have we got, 20,000. I'm hoping to reduce that down by removing some duplicates, and it'll make the sites quicker. Thank you very much for hanging out. I know there's a couple of you still checking me out. Close up some of these. Did I actually commit that? Yes, I did. We're going to push it. Let's ship it. Go. Even though I think my Soulection Tracklists v4.app.net, I think it is. I don't know. It does deploy automatically, but it will have no content because I broke it. Sorry. But as always, thank you very much for joining me on these Make Wednesdays. Whatever. What did I call it? So I'll have to rewind. I'll have to put a little sticker on it and see, and maybe start a title what I call these once this project's done. Yeah. That's what happens after 2 hours of coding. I just go nuts and crazy. And lose my train of thought. Now I'm going to go for a walk and go-karting. Random, I know, right? Yeah. Our go-karting centre's open and just skidding myself around the track a couple times. Makes me tired and I get a good night's sleep. So that's what I'm going to do now. I hope you have a rest of your day and have an awesome week. Debatable whether I'm going to do next week's stream. Wednesday the 23rd. I am going to be at my mother's because it's the eve of Christmas Eve. I know a lot of you people will be in different places. If I do a stream, it'll be a remote stream, but it's unlikely that we'll have this set up. Or we'll probably miss it out and we'll probably see you in the next year. I'm not too sure. Check my Twitter. It's right up the top there. To have an update about that. And if I don't see you next week or the week after, I'll see you in 2021. And hopefully we have a shipment. We'll have this product shipped. Or not. I can't make any guarantees. It's a very weird time. These times are weird. But thank you very much. Thanks, Bob RTX, for checking in. It's also always awesome to have you here. Also, all of the silent viewers checking out the stream. It's again great to have you at your company. We have some big things for next year. I can't announce anything because I don't know what they are, but I know that this project got a few interesting ideas to make it into something a bit bigger, and we got some different angles. So this isn't going to end once this project's finished. We'll still be doing these, and I'll be checking out some of your projects as well. So I want to get you guys involved. So again, thank you very much. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Have a great rest of your day and rest of the week. See ya. Bye.